to stop Danny Rise, I'll personally see to it that your family dies. Them 5.57 rounds longer than the space between brandy eyes. He must be clean in the barbershop. You never get mentioned. Nigga, fuck favors. You not a writer. We don't converse about anything that Chuck Taylor's. You better duck later.
A god, defined as the ruler of the universe and source of all moral authority, the supreme being, with just under 50 battles on his resume, the Sultan of Similes, the self-proclaimed bar god, Danny Myers, is arguably the most supernatural presence to hit the battle rap scene since the beginning of time.
One of the funniest things to me in battle rap period is just like sometimes the most hated personalities, these be the people that's probably the, some of the best people, in the game, just as far as character and energy. Danny Myers to me is one of those people who was hated on big time, but he's one of the best people that you could ever come across. He's definitely been one of the best people that I've come across, since I've been doing, this little blog and media thing in battle rap.
Hate it or love it, Danny Myers has been around the block and back twice, solidifying his position as one of the greatest artists in battle rap.
Can't even trust the niggas that follow you. That's what Jesus' apostles prove. I'm over top of you. Aristotle view. The chopper views his molecules with fossil fuels. I'm confused. It's not for views. Let's rationalize, B. Anytime you writing God, you supposed to capitalize G.
The last of the true essence of hip-hop. Countless appearances upon countless classics, the bar god Danny Myers has weathered the storm throughout the past 5 years, causing mass destruction on major platforms such as A-Hat, King of the Dot, Rare Breed Entertainment, LA Battlegrounds, Black Ice Cartel, Guerrilla Warfare, URL, just to name a few. The bar god Danny Myers' reign doesn't stop there. Currently the two-time defending champion of T7M Radio's The Culture with Seven Mitchell.
I can remember back, 2014 when I first created the original PG blogger movement. And, my guy K Doze, he was out on the West Coast doing this thing. And I mean, we was working off of cell phones, no cameras, we ain't have no equipment, no shit like that. And, K Doze was going out to the events out to California. And, Danny was showing hella support to our brands. And we were like straight nobodies. We still are, but, Danny just showed a equal level of support, dropping exclusive interviews. And how can we even forget that classic round he had against Red Handed on my show? Shout out to Red Handed, but that one round that he had against Red Handed, who won the T7M Radio tournament, that was crazy.
When it comes to the greatest that ever did this, I'm the head they should mention. Since they think it's a game in the West, I told them Red dead. Redemption is when Rex seen the bar god crack his marrow. Even your mummy knows this body should have been a rat for Pharaoh. Black Camaro, pull up on him. We gon' let the man croak. Shoot from the cig, then peel off the second-hand smoke. I'm shooting at some other niggas. My crime life not even a little public. It's ironic, red-handed gon' get caught in the middle of it. So you brought your nigga with you? Well, I'ma kill you, then get your buddy slaughtered. Take him to a creek and leave red men in muddy waters. You spend money on that hoe? You just get a bitch a visa? I just put dick in her mouth, like here it is, you skeezer. I was supposed to battle Pharaoh, but somehow you were mysteriously aligned with a star like the pyramids of Giza. Jesus! If they jam on me and the bullets is useless, watch how the gun bomb like it's full of excuses. BARGOD! I don't want your girlfriend. Where your mama at? That slut ain't no beginning rookie. She had a fat ass in the 70s. I only fuck with vintage pussy. They called her Wonder Mouth in high school. She used to suck dumb cock. I nutted on her face and wiped it off with your son sock. It's badass bust in the room. That's the shit that got your son sock. She saved my nut in the jar and used that shit as sunblock. Do something about it. Soon as you run up, you hear the gun cock. That tick, bam, boo. It's not a scene from Unbox. See, that's your problem. You on that let me battle Danny Myers to get my name up shit. But if you know take care of my kids and still working 9 to 5. Real shit. I never had nothing handed to me. I battled legends. And after all that, y'all gave this nigga handed to me? Well, so be it. Kalishnikov coming from the Soviet. Outside his peripherals. Creep up on him. He won't see it. You's a bitch. Scared to shoot. What the hell you gonna squeeze? You getting ripped off top like the end of Thelma Louise. BARGOD.
Danny Myers has provided classic on-the-spot battles, as well as interviews. This is just a small sample size of the ground that the LA hip-hop veteran has covered over the years. Danny Myers rang bells on airwaves from the East to the West Coast and beyond. Let's get a little into more of what Mr. Myers is really about. Here's a small snippet from an exclusive one-on-one interview with K-Doz from K-Doz Media.
I said it in my KG battle where I said I went to New York with $200. I even said it in the Steam battle.
Yeah, third round.
Yeah, and I also said in the KG battle, if y'all go back, I said I literally went, called a Greyhound to New York City with nothing but a bag of Jordans and outfits and wraps and $200. Didn't know nobody, didn't know where I was gonna stay, didn't know what I was gonna eat. Didn't know nothing. I just knew I wanted to get out there and find these niggas that called themselves battle rappers. That bag, trooped out there. As soon as I got out there, there's a dude named Shells. There was a dude named Shells. Shout out to Shells. And actually, I think he just changed his name to Shells because he actually was going by Platinum Plus. And he went on to do Blaze battles, and he went on to be in like Vibe magazine later on. Shells was there. There was a dude named Mega Man and Mayhem. These dudes were from London, and they also were part of a group. They were a group called SAS, and they got with Dipset. They got with Cameron later on, and they was fire. So it was Shells. It was Shells, SAS, and I believe Lady Luck was out there. And there was some other local cats. A dude named Flames from Harlem and a couple other guys. They was just ciphering. Niggas was just ciphering. And I just jumped in. Like I was watching, just had my backpack, and I just stepped in and I started rhyming. Niggas was after the cipher, niggas like, yo, you fucking nice, man. Where you from? Because they could tell my accent wasn't from there. Right. And they were like, where you from? I was like, man, I'm fresh from LA. I just got off the bus. Literally just got off the bus to come out here to do this with y'all. I didn't even know them niggas. Right. You know what I'm saying? And every day, like, let me find where these niggas at. Where's Smackville at? You know what I'm saying? I'm out there looking for that. I run into Dragon, battle Dragon, beat him in front of DNY and Siobhan Dean.
So you beat hold on. Stop.
Yeah, this is two stories.
Dragon at one point was one of my favorite fucking rappers.
Listen, Dragon's a real nigga. I beat him. And this nigga walked up to DNY and said, "Yo, y'all need to sign this nigga." And it was a long story about how that went. But he was a real nigga. He said, "Yo, this nigga fired." You know what I'm saying? I said something about I don't even know why DNY speak to you. You fucking whack. That's why Jada and Styles don't even feature you. Damn. I just said, and I remember that from like
shots.
Yeah. We was really freestyling and battling right there, man. And my name just started ringing around.
So you was close to signing with Rough Riders?
Yeah. And it just got to where their sister Siobhan was starting her own label, and she had interest in me going to sign with her, and then DNY kind of was like, oh, we want to do, and somehow I just lost contact with all of them. Yeah, man, it was because she was starting her label and she had a couple cats already signed to her label, you know what I'm saying? And I was gonna be the next guy to sign with her, but like they had met me first. So it was weird, man. It was weird because they met me first, but then their sister wanted me, and it was just a long story. But my name started to ring bells in the battle circuit around in New York City around 2000, 2001. And then I ran into Papoose. at Williamsburg Projects.
Oh, shout out to Papoose.
I remember I seen him, I recognized him. And I know he had just did a song with Cool G Rap. You know what I'm saying? That's how niggas know I'm telling the truth, bro. Look, do the research. 2000, This nigga had a song, I forgot what album it was on, but him and Cool G Rap just did something. I was like, yo, hey, that shit you did with G Rap was fire, my nigga. Niggas in Cali fuck with you. He was like, what? Niggas in Cali know who I am? I said, nigga, yes, nigga, you nigga, like you're ringing in the West. And he was like, oh, that's love, bro. And then one of his boys with him said, hey, you rap? I said, yeah, I rap. I said, and then nigga was like, he kind of looked at Papoose like gave him a look like, you know,
this nigga can't really rap. West Coast nigga can't.
Yeah, like give him the eye, like get this nigga out of here. You know what I'm saying? Papoose spit, and this hot, and if Papoose is watching, you know, you spit an actual song. It was a song called "I Spit Your Head Off," and he had a chorus hook with it, and it was something like "I spit your head off." Something, you know what I'm talking about, Papoose. He spit that to me. He spit that and spit it.
But along with that, of course, comes maximum criticism, judgment, and flat-out hate and disdain.
I think the hate really came into play with Danny Myers. Just, you know, back, you know, Danny used to do a lot of the handshaking and a lot of the hugs and all that shit in between rounds. And, you know, from the East Coast, we looking at that shit and we just not used to that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know, it's a level of appreciation. We can respect it now, but a lot of people felt like niggas had an issue with that, you know, from Danny Myers. But, you know, he's definitely, you know, leveled up and been doing his thing.
Tay-Rock, you think you scaring us talking about squaring up? Okay, fair enough. Y'all gonna see me throw rock against the window like I ain't trying to wake her parents up. Ain't no...
I don't really know why he keep barking for this Tay-Rock battle. I remember him telling the world that he was going to try to take out the whole Dot Mob, but I advise him to stay away from Tay-Rock. I keep telling Danny, listen to me. That's one person I do not think that you want. You claim that you want it. I don't want to see my man Danny go down like that to my guy Tay-Rock. But shout out, you know, to Danny.
So let's try to put some things into perspective here. You have a well-known artist who not only finds a way to make his mark on the game, he also helps generate a buzz of support for the media, for the fans, etc. Never being too Hollywood to interview with the big guys or the not so big guys. All in all, still finding a way to have one of the most deadliest pen games known to man. Who can stop one of the best in writer's block? What will it take for Danny Myers, the bar god, to be chiseled on that battle rap Mount Rushmore?
Best pen game? Danny might got, it's going to be tough, but Danny may actually have the best pen in battle rap. You know, people talk about Lux and all that, like how much has Lux had to write. Like, just look at the amounts and amounts and amounts of battles and rounds that Danny Myers, I mean, just on Cam alone, he got like 50 battles. So, you know, that just goes to show what type of shit he come up with. He definitely might got the best pen in battle rap. And when it come down to, you know, all some of the other elite pens in the battle rap, he done beat them niggas. So, you know, Danny is the truth.
I said every time Danny spits, the fans get flames about me. I'm about to turn this bitch back into the rim that came about me. Ain't no games about me. I'm throwing 10 when the tech blow. If I miss, that 10 get re-released like a retro. This a death blow. I don't see no harm in her. Why y'all fuck with Tootsie Pop and I don't see no charm in her? That 4-5 take you out your misery to alleviate you. Stay the fuck away from my crew cause you see we hate you. I take your ovaries out. Take them to a lab to appreciate you. Combine them with the sperm of a dog and recreate you. Bitch, I'm a rider. I run up on you and use mags. The blood on your white tee resemble one of your used pads. I would fuck Tootsie, but I don't want that ass here. Medical records show she just had a pap smear last year. I blast here. All I do is palm mags and bump fire. This strap whistle like Toots like when a blonde passed a truck driver. Poor God. These women have gone rogue, trying to battle men. What's gotten into you? This machete was made to kill these rogue bitches. It's like a sentinel. When I'm talking business, keep your mouth shut. Stop being nosy, bitch. This steel will clean up your family like Rosie, bitch. Jeezy and them other niggas got you feeling all cozy, bitch, but they threw you in the ring with Grizzly. I'm James Posey, bitch. Them niggas you. They not in here with you. That's worth mentioning. It's funny how those that talk you into this are just listening. Usually, I'm on the block, ducking the niggas trying to get Dan a shell. But right now, I got to kill a doll like Annabelle. This a horror movie. I ain't got time for this shit. I ain't write none of these bars like conjured this shit. I'm about 30 punches on this hoe. It's just halftime. I'm busting her ass over the phone. Sex chat line. I hope this ain't live. They shouldn't release this message. Jeezy ate your pussy and you just got over a yeast infection. You nasty bitch. House dirty, mouth dirty, just in her early 20s, looking about